a machine that is not working, and you bring a labor or a technician, you will open the machine, you will check, troubleshoot, but you see there is no the problem not solved, or it take longer time, or it cost you more money, right? Maybe you bring a expert, just he make like this Khadija, okay, and it works. How come? Because he's expert, no? And you end up saying, why should I pay you more than that technician? Because he knows where to hit with the hammer. Okay, you didn't have to open all the machine, you didn't have to spend a lot of money. Okay, he became expert because he knows where to hit the place right. Okay, so again, ability to react in the right time, right place, okay, right moment, right thing, okay, realize, resolve, ability to resolve a problem, because now we are going to live problems faster. You can see the frequency. I mean, I'm sure if you ask your parents, they didn't have such frequent problems that we are now having. Okay, now life is becoming like problem and a set of episode if we think about it. So enjoy the episode, but you need to have the competency. If you don't have the competency, you'll not enjoy it. You'll end up what? Only fire, closing the fire, okay, all the time. Okay. So you need to have to resolve, you need to have to reshape yourself, reshape your condition, reshape the people around you, maybe changing even your friends. Okay? I end up changing my friend many times because they are not right at that moment. Still I am in contact with them, okay, but they are not the right people for that time, for this time, for example. Okay? So I end up not changing, but getting new friends, new type of friends that is suitable for that. And then you must be resilient. You should have high tolerance of absorbing. This guy, he sat down with me I think 6 times till he got the project. I know people that they have better projects than him. Okay? Right? He said? And they came and we sat down with them in the same room, but they ran away after the first session. Okay, because they said, oh, he's asking too many questions and so on. They didn't absorb, I think could have absorbed our question, go and answer it and come back, and they could have seen that they are coming into that. But he was very patient. For that, we started the first project with him. So the gap, ladies and gentlemen, is widening. And you cannot now close the gap. You cannot say, why the labor market, why I am fired from a job, I just got it, or something like this. You can't control that. What you can control is you control what? Yourself. Okay? You should work on yourself. In another study we did, 1 in every 2 of graduates, they do not believe that their studies actually qualified them to get a job. Again, by the way, if you just Google youth or youth economy and Bohaji, you'll find I have written many papers, more than 300 papers about youth and what challenges and so on. Okay? So, again, why? Because they don't have the multidisciplinary thinking. What I'm calling for now, don't make your civil engineering control all your life. You might have a good engineering mind, but you need to have another type of discipline in Turkey. For example, reading stories, practicing speeches, practicing sport, whatever. You have to have always different disciplinary than your main disciplinary so that you can get a better outcome. Entering at least 13 countries in Africa and mostly all the Arab world, developing countries, okay, they call us underdeveloped or developing countries, our countries, right? Africa, Arab countries. Okay. I found is that the mentality of yours are confined to a wheelchair. This mentality, these beautiful girls, okay, from Rwanda, okay, and these people from India or whatever, these people, all of them, their mindset is what? Confined in a wheelchair. How come? They are walking. Why I say they are confined in a wheelchair? Because they only see what is happening to them, what's happening from them. What is the difference from what we said? It's all about knowing why you are living here. What is your purpose? I'm not asking you for the whole purpose of life. At least practice from tonight, the next 5 years, what is your purpose? What you can be? Okay, what you can do? Okay, whether for your organization, for your family, or for your country, or for the whole world. So for that I said always, because they have learned that to see the external wealth. What is they being trained for? Only to see the external wealth. I want to be like this lady, I want to be like this guy, I want to be like this rapper or singer or whatever, okay, or artist, because they are making more money. So I start imitating people, forgetting about what is my purpose in life, why I'm here, okay? And this is imitation will let you what? Grave your internal wealth. There is lots of wealth here. The real wealth is here, not outside, not in the dollar. Because we are short-sighted, because we've been always trained like this to see money, 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 so we think the money is the wealth. While we have many other things, human capital, our way of thinking, the values you have talked about earlier, your ability, angel ability to listen, the other, our friend also ability to listen and to advise, ability to speak, ability to guide. This all is a type of wealth. And you can see I'm using that now. My real wealth is that I'm using that. Now, this is what I was telling you earlier, and now our mind is made from 4 loops. You can see that loops are colored. Okay? And these loops are either their job is to do the motor areas, to make us walk, talk, okay? Or sensory, to make us feel, okay? The brain, I'm talking about, sorry, not the mind. And then associate. But let us see now, for this animal, do they have anything like this in this color? The rat? No. The association is like, the area is like a dot, very small, you can see it only through microscope. When it comes to the cat, you can see it little bit tiny, right? When it comes to the chimpanzee, which is Mosanzi, you can see the gorilla, of course. The gorilla also even more. Okay, the nearest, by the way, to us is the gorilla than the chimpanzee. Okay? You can see is that no, they have ability to associate. For that, this lady who gone to Mosanzi, what's her name? Diana Forsi. She studied because they are very near to humans. They study, and she's a psychologist. She studied that, so then they started to develop psychology and so on in a lot of areas. But the most developed one with this guy, with this lady, okay, a man or a woman, okay. See, very developed the frontal lobe, okay, because the ability to associate is very high. But are we using that? Are we using that? Yes or no? We are not using that, unfortunately. We use it only momentarily. Means, oh, I will miss the bus if I don't go at this time. Okay? I will miss the training, Kevin, some of the training in the morning because I don't come at the right time. Okay? So anyway, for that we say, don't be task-based. Don't be task-driven all your life. If you don't have a life purpose, you'll end up most of your life, what? Task-based means you have to be follower. You'll be always do whatever someone else's agenda. Someone else, whatever they tell you, whether it's your government, whether it's the world, whether it's the condition, whether it's your family, whether it's your organization. You'll be someone else. You are just task-based. They have to give you tasks. So you sit down always, wait for something to happen so that you react. Okay? That is not right. And don't be also achievement based. No, all of us is like, in a maze, like a rat maze. They know these people who study animals and so on. And all of us were fighting for something to eat from each other. So everyone doing my training tomorrow here, the same subject, I would say this is my competitor. Even though I should think about it, oh, this is achieve my life purpose. So better if someone else is trained tomorrow and come and do whatever I'm doing now. It's much better for me because I can do something else. Okay, I'm doing something now because I don't have enough people to do this. But tomorrow, some of you will be doing this. You will not be my competitor. You'll help me to achieve my life purpose, and you'll help me to achieve your life purpose. Not necessarily this way. It might be this way. Okay, and this is why we said we have to really have a life purpose so that we can ability to use the competency and the capability and the changeability and the capacity that God has given us, the 4 C's that God has given us, because God has given us this 4 C's from this frontal loop, the most important loop that we should use always and think about. Okay? If we start to use this frontal lobe and ability to associate, and we start to have a purpose for life, we'll start to not be, and this is why I say it's very important for you today. In our time, in my lifetime, 50 years ago, when I was 10 years old, life was very slower than today. Okay? Because we can afford a phone, we had a phone at the house. This was like having, iPhone. Okay, the phone, like having iPhone that time. Okay, compared to others. But it was all push thinking was acceptable. Push thinking means that if someone now wants me to do something, for example, they send me, read this, do this, see this WhatsApp, see this YouTube, see this. It's all push thinking. And you guys now you are living in a push thinking world. Okay? Everything is pushed to you. Okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, okay? While you are supposed to be selective in whatever you do. The more you become selective, the more you can achieve. The more you will be doing push thinking, the more you will be doing following what? Others' agenda. And you will not achieve your purpose. You cannot focus, no? Or most of the time you are what? Busy with push. Okay? So we need to have this push thinking mindset. And this will not come unless we use the 4 C's, which is what who can repeat them for me? Capacity, capability, competency, which I explained, changeability. Okay? 4 C's will lead you to 4 D's, which is always I repeat. What are the 4 D's? Dream, desire, determination, dedication. I repeat them for you. Dream, desire. Okay, because without a desire you can't achieve your dream. Desire means you are eager every day. Get up. Oh, I will do something today towards my dream. Okay, even though yesterday I failed. Okay, because I am eager, because I have a desire, I will target my dream. And my desire cannot be achieved without my what? Determination. Okay, if I am not determined, I cannot achieve my desire. If I am not dedicated, I will not achieve my desire. So you have to come on the right time. See, I come here before you guys because I know I want to check even though yesterday we checked it, the TV and so on, but because I want to do things in the right time, in the right place, because it is linked to my message. Not because it's for the computer, not because of you, it's linked to my purpose of life. Okay? If we reach our 4 C's and 4 D's, then we'll be more curious. And again, humans are supposed to be the most curious animals. If we are animals, alhamdulillah, we are not animals, we are humans. God has given us this grade to be humans, much more than animals. So we're supposed to be more curious. Okay, for that I have many books about curiosity. When you enter, later I would like you to visit the library and see our libraries. Even though I don't know how you will agree or not, they are still working on labeling, coding, whatever, but they can show. When we are curious, we'll be properly observing. Because as I said, without observation, again we'll not know, we'll get lost. So always you observe. Observe not means watching. Observe means that you are seeing the condition around you. What's happening to Rwanda? What's happening to the world? What's happening to Africa? What's happening now? Where am I now? Putting here, like you're doing navigation. And then you start to realize and you start to inspire. Now this theory is linked to this basic. Sorry, this all theories, but to help you. It's not theory, it's based on studies and so on. Okay? Our mindset is made from 4 things. I have written to you here, so write on this one. I'm not sure if you have this one or not. Okay? Our mindset is made from 4 things. Okay, I said the mind is made is the tool of the brain. Can we see the mind? Can we touch the mind? No, right? But also we cannot touch the mindset, which is more difficult. So if the mind is hidden, the mindset is what, Kevin? Is more hidden, right? So it's the most important tool that we need to control. The mindset will make us see where we are today, why we are doing whatever we are doing now. Okay? The mindset is made from 4 things. Assumptions. Okay. I've written it here somewhere. Okay? Assumptions. Yeah, I put it near the frontal lobe, which means some of you know it as paradigm. You heard about paradigm, right? Okay. Assumptions same as paradigm. It means what? something that I start to see that something is danger. For example, a dog might bite me because it was biting me, or it was barely biting me one time. So I see all the dogs I assume they are not friendly. This is my assumption. Okay? Then I start to build the attitude and behavior according to that assumption. Okay? Assume that all that these type of animals, all this. So this assumption, by the way, is what is controlling now whatever you're gonna do from tonight, which I will call you Angel. I take her number. Okay? See, did she do exercise or not, Khadija? Okay? Then attitude and behavior. Okay? My attitude will control my behavior. What's the difference between attitude and behavior? Any difference, Ahmed? Difference between attitude and behavior? Hassan, anybody? Faith?
I think attitude is the outlook on your outlook on the situation.
Okay.
And behavior is the way you react in certain situations.
Okay. Attitude is the way you react is behavior. So behavior is something that we can see. Right? Yes. But the attitude will not necessarily see. Okay. Kevin might not like, oh, why Dr. Mohammed, he's saying, he embarrassed me, he's telling me that I'm late. Okay? But she did not show that. Okay? So this is what? It was an attitude, but it's hidden. She did not react. If react, no, don't tell me like this. I'm the leader here. Come on. Okay? So this is where we say it is very important we control what? If you control this, then your attitude will be better. How you can control the assumptions about life? How can you control the assumption about life? It will never change by workshop, I guarantee you. It will never change by education, unless you take long-term education. Not easily, not can never change. Not I have to be humble, I retrieve that. But it will be very difficult to change through education. But it will change through friends, or family, or the condition you are living for some time. Or the easiest thing that people change is that when they start doing projects, or they integrate with problems. Okay? So if you want to change people, you want to change us. Why we are saying SIAS is all about projects, right? This is what we say in our mission vision. Because project for us is more important than PhD and master program. All our master program PhD is designed around projects. Every syllabus, every course, every module is about projects. Why? Because we want people to get integrated with the life, real life, the school of life. What is the difference between school of life and school of school? It's very important for our life purpose. Is there a difference? Anybody? School of life, first you test, then you learn. School of school, you learn, study, and then you test. So totally different. Okay? If you want to go for you change your assumptions and faster, some of us will stay all of their life, even though they'll be working and maybe professors, they will stay in a school of what? Of a school. They will never go out of school. Okay? Always they think they don't want something that is disruptive. They don't want. They want 1 + 1 = 2. They want things that to be organized and so on. Okay, which is not easily available. Okay, because you are my friend. Okay. Now, what will end up? Because our blind spot will increase. Our assumptions is stagnant and the world is changing. What will happen to us? Our blind spot will increase. You know blind spots, right? So we will start not seeing many things around us, even though they are very clear to us. Okay? Why? Because our assumption is not changing, our attitude is not changing, the world is changing, and we will become complacent. Okay? Means we will always, procrastinate. We'll always say, oh, this is what happened to me. Okay, what's happening to me and so on. But if we start to have a life purpose, okay, then we'll discover our diversity. And when we start to be curious about why we are here, like I asked this morning this question, then I will discover my life purpose. So they are both of them near to each other. For that we are writing a lot in Inspiration Economy and Youth Economy about living a curious life. Curiosity is very important for us. It will make us more integrated, especially if we start integrating with our community problems. Okay? And they're really sometimes strange. You see people educated, but they don't care except about themselves. They see poor in front of them, but they never thought how to solve their problem. Okay? And this is why it's different between Elon Musk and many others. Or why it's different between Bill Gates and many others. And Mandela, Gandhi, whatever. All those people who become leaders and create a change, they are creating their own socio-economic development labs. Okay? The lab is the one who creates your story of what's happening to me, from me, not happening from me. So the more you go into lab, you create your own lab, the better. What does Picasso used to say? Picasso used to say in his drawings, okay, I'm trying to discover the meaning of life, which is to find what you know Picasso, right? The most popular, okay, artist, okay? What you will give to the world. Okay, so whatever we did in the dialogue round table with Kevin and her team, is where we're discussing about the meaning of life. What do we want to give to the world? Okay? But once we start thinking about life purposefulness, then we'll talk about what I want to give them exactly to the world. Okay? Now what I start to give them exactly the right thing at the right time. So here we talk about determining the control points that improve and define more precisely the path. Okay? We need to take a break, maybe 10 minutes, huh? Just take a break. And then controlling the points, this is the path. Discovering the path means discovering my life purpose first step. Okay? Controlling the point that improve and define precisely the path that I want. Then determining unique path by identifying the distinctive points of my path, which I will take an exercise on that. Okay, and then the third one, determining the areas that track our interests. In the morning, what we did, we tried to find your interests, right? What type of interest? The things that I know that I'm different from others, right? Listening, acting, talking, right? All of these are type of things that I like. Okay. Once I link these together, I start to have something similar to this. Okay, now with this I'm giving you my own mapping of my life. Okay? This is only 7 years ago. See, in September 2015, I said I must do something which is different than what I have done before. Totally. What I was before, I was expert for governments. And working with the top leader of the government, prime minister or the ruler of the country, in 5 countries, by the way. And I was used to be highly paid professor. Okay. But I found out that I'm not achieving what I want. Okay? I found out that there is something that there is missing there. Okay? I found out that I might be end up in doing show business more than real change. Okay? Inside governments, inside the communities and so on. I found out not necessarily that the change come from top down. It can be from bottom up. So I changed the whole model of my working in 2015. I said I will start my own organization, and this organization, that's not the purpose of the organization. This organization will bring concepts. The first concept was inspiration economy, and this inspiration economy need to be established outside the GCC, the Arab countries, the rich Arab countries. Okay. And I from that time I could see, for example, where I will be. I visualize where I want to be, and what will be the world happening to the world about when they hear about inspiration economy. Okay? Okay, I did not achieve all of that, but I claim I achieved 70% of it. Okay. See, for life purpose, you need to have only 3 things. I don't know if you, Kevin, you remember this thing or not. Okay? 3 things only. Very simple. Very simple. The frontal lobe, of course, you are given this for khalas, I will not mention. The other 3 things, the most important, good intention, that really you want to do something. With these D's that we talked about. You remember the D's? Okay? The good intention, not you know the D's and you tell others the D's, you tell your children the D's, but you never did something about the D's. Okay? That's very difficult. Okay? Like being stupid. If you are telling others the same thing, but you are not doing it, it's like it's being stupid. Giving, okay, it's like giving people, telling the people this is the way to heaven, but you are going to hell. Okay? It's really difficult for someone if he lived or she lived like this. So what I was saying, sorry, about the D's.
Life purpose.
Yes.
The 3 life purpose.
Yeah, sorry. The 3 life purpose, very important, is that we think about them very important and practice. We said the first one is the intention. Okay. Once there is intention, we should start, which is tonight. Tonight, not tomorrow. If you don't do, if you procrastinate and you say I'm busy tonight, I'll do it in the weekend, then I guarantee you 99.999% is that you'll not do it. Okay? Do it tonight, whatever you are busy, before you sleep, even for 10 minutes. Okay? Put the intention, say what I will change my life. This is the pose, where am I now, where I am going. Okay? Then start to visualize. After 5 years, where I'll be. Okay? Because if you can do it for 5 years, you can do it for the whole life. Start 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, for 3 times, for 15 years. Then you'll see yourself, you are flying. Okay? Believe me, I come from this school. Because I practice it and I taught people, many people, they are thanking me, and they mentioned that they have changed their life, and they became leaders because of the simple approach. So we said what? Intention, visualization, and then the last thing is we are talking about doing. Okay? There is a Japanese saying: if you don't know, you are not going to change anything. Before you come to this workshop, okay, we were talking about what? Talking about not knowing our purpose. We came to this workshop. Now, if you know, even if you know, you're not going to change anything. Only you change it through doing. The school of life is about what? Not listening, not taking courses, not getting certificates, education, professor. No, this doesn't matter. What matters is doing. The more you do, the more you're going to change the world. And the story here is telling you why I am now in Rwanda, right? You don't know the story, the rest of the story. Now it is beyond the concept, which I built for the content. I didn't bring the concept only, sitting in a table like, oh, aspiration economy, blah, 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 because I'm an economist. No. I worked for it, I did models around the world. Then I discovered it's not enough. Let's bring another one, resilience economy, aging economy, youth economy, and so on. Okay, poverty elimination. Why? Because now I've gone beyond that level and we are working for a concept or a content, and we reach many countries. Oh, this is in Arabic, but I can tell you what is this. Okay? This one is about the forces I will talk about. You remember the forces? Which is what? Competency, capability, capacity, changeability. Okay? I'm building my competency through practice and knowledge and experience and training. Okay? I'm discovering my values, and with time, I'm becoming expert in different things. Okay? In detail, if I will take the whole day, but I entered approximately more than 17 sectors. Healthcare, food industry, environment industry, government, universities, you name it, I have entered. Okay? Even military, I have entered. So this taken me to know more what I want, where am I, what is my values, because I'm practicing, I'm trying to practice. I was looking for something to address my self-satisfaction, because I was not working for these positions. Okay? We're not working for positions. We're not working for things. We're not working for people. We're not working for ideas. Can we repeat this? We're not working for things. Now can you repeat again? We're not working for things. We're not working for ideas. We're not working for people. I'm not working for ideas, things, okay? Ideas and people. Okay, these are the main three. Okay? We are working for purpose. Now we are here for purpose. From today, I will not go a place, I will not attend something unless it meets my purpose, or unless I'm going to discover whether it meets my purpose or not. Okay? And from here, when I start to think like this, I start to think different way. See how much I do. Exercise this way, by the way. Birthday, what people usually do? Cake, right? And celebration. Okay? I do that by force, by my family, but most of the time, I have a big box of tissues and crying. Okay? What I did not achieve. and what I failed and how I can learn from that. Okay? So it's all about standing with myself. And this is the real now. This is what I do with my children, by the way. For them, some of them became leaders. And well, even many students, even I will do it with my staff, I should do with Khadija and so on. Where we want to be after 5 years? Where am I now? I am in this university teaching this, I achieved this place, I started to do this course and so on. Till I reached here, I reached around 22, I already there reached talking about something, a country that is I will establish about it, the institute. So this is, my life is not haphazard. It's not, I'm not like a paper that is by wind, it will go here, it will go here, wherever it's dragging me, I will go with it. It has a purpose. So I have to plan for it if I want to have a purpose. And I must have a paper like this. I advise you with A3 page, okay, A3 paper, bigger than this. And you start to put on it at least 5 years. And everything, and where are you now? You must analyze where are you now, like I'm doing here. Okay, where I want to be. And sometimes I don't see this. After 6 months, I'll do another one. Then I compare them. Okay. Then after 1 year, I go back and I see, oh, I have achieved this. I never thought I would achieve this year. I thought it will be planned. It is planned for after 3 years. Okay? And things that I wanted to achieve, I never achieved it maybe. But it's not a problem. At least I am focused. I'm trying to do a pause and taking a pause with myself. This is what we call pull thinking. It is based on empathy, not sympathy. You know the difference, right? Empathy means that you know why this person he might have this water now. Feeling his feeling. Okay? Feeling yourself. Sympathy, no, because I need to know to eat. I need to think like this, I will do this. So I end up always feeling like this. Even if you want to eat now, a little feeling hunger, still force yourself to work for the, of course, you have to eat, but at the same time, look for long term. Most of us, unfortunately, they live only for the day. They don't live for that, by the way. I was telling one of our workshops is that many of the poor, they are. What's the difference between the poor and the rich people? They live for a year or for a day. They live only for that moment, for that day. Even they can't learn how to save. But if they have money, always I tell Khadija, people have money, they are poor, what they do? They spend it. There is people, they are very careful about money. Okay? Why? Because they know what this means money. And they know, and they are thinking about it, they use it for something better. Why should I spend it on something like this, or something like luxurious? No. I'll spend it on something else. Okay? So this is very important. Again, here, see? This I'm putting a map for myself till 2030. I'm talking about 2030, if I'm alive, will be recognized worldwide. I mean, like a Nobel Prize, something like this, okay? That we believe in, and we're going to get a prize if we continue doing whatever we are doing now and so on. Again, it's about pull thinking, the way you are thinking. See, even the level of my scientific contribution, where I wanted to be. Okay, I'm now in level 7 of it. So, I was talking in 2019. We should be in level 5. Now we are level 7. Means we are one of the top researchers in the world. Okay? Level 10 is very rare, like Einstein only reaches. Okay? A researcher like Einstein is in level 10. So this is an example of how we can plan ourselves and so on. So what I want from you now, exercise again quickly. We said this is a short day workshop. I want from you, put for me a 5 years plan. Okay? 5 years plan, just quickly. Draw like this, like I was drawing. Have to be clearer. In the paper, behind the paper, you have, you put here from this year, from today. Okay? So we'll have here, today is what? And now July. Okay? 2023. Okay, then 24, then 25, then 26, then 27. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28. Okay, till July 28. Okay, and put here dots like this. Okay, what are your dots and how they will be connected? Remember, we are trying to create our own story because whether we like it or not, life is all about stories. It's It's either you have one story which is done, okay, or you'll have a story that will full of challenges, full of successes, full of failures. Okay? I think most of us should go for the second one. My advice for you. Even if it has full of failures, because from failures you will learn more. So think about what you want to do. Where are we now today here? Who are you? Okay, what's your values? Like we mentioned earlier this morning. Okay, you can put them here. And then what you want to be after 1 year in these 2 points. Okay, just take 2 points. Let's say take values and let's take who are you or what is now. You are working, you are a student, and so on. And where do you want to be relevant to that? And then after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, until you reach to. But it might be many points. It might be your relation with family. It might be where you'll be present, whether it'll be here or somewhere else. Okay. It might be what is your contribution to the world. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you 5 minutes for that, and it's very important exercise. You can stop this bit at that.